Look, it's not about doing a course. This is about changing people's lives. A lot of entrepreneurs today are wasting their lives, are wasting their time chasing rainbows. It's time to learn the tools as to how you truly create wealth. Make no mistake about it. Money is first and foremost about freedom. If you don't get this, you will never get it. It's not about acquiring things, flaunting things. It's about freedom. You want to be free. You want to say, you want to do whatever you want, whenever you want. You've got to have money. So step up to the plate. This course will teach you exactly how you do it. It's all about the steps, the tactics, the strategy needed to create true wealth. I'm not talking about some nice, $200,000 a year. That's not money. This is what this course is all about. Success is about empowering people. This is my mission, is to create an army of millionaires and billionaires to take back our country, to kill the socialist movement, and to create wealth. This is what this course is all about. The students will gain an unmatched ability to understand the wealth creation process. First, I'm going to save you tons of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, in going to some college whereby you're going to learn the wealth creation process from a bunch of academics who've never been in the trenches, who don't have skin in the game, and who pontificate all the time. I'm not pontificating. I've been 30 years in the trenches creating wealth. So you're going to hear it from somebody who's been here and save you a lot of money. What you're going to learn? 3 basic things. The art of negotiation. It's all in the negotiation. You can have a great deal if you don't know how to negotiate the funding, the structuring, everything. You're going to have, it's a loser. So, art of negotiation. Second, art of wealth creation. How do you really create wealth? How do you scale a company? How do you scale an idea? And 3, how you preserve your capital, which is even more challenging as to how you create wealth. Save you a lot of money, learn from the source, learn how to negotiate, learn how to create wealth and scale your business, and learn how to preserve wealth, all into one simple course, condensed with 30 years of history, which I'm sharing with you. Zero pontification, zero academia. I'm not here to sell books. I'm here to empower you to be a radical capitalist, and you're gonna love it. The biggest enemy is themselves. That's number 1. They have put in their minds their own limitations as to what they can do. Plus, they have lived a big part of their life conforming to society. What will my peers think? What will my parents think? Will I be able to fail? Will I be able to succeed? They become their worst enemy. So unless you really win over that mentality, that psyche, you're not going to go very far. That's number 1. No matter what I teach you, anybody teaches you, if you cannot confront your own devils, your own demons, you're not going anywhere. This is the problem that a lot of people have today. They don't have the guts. They don't read enough to understand what's happening out there. Clueless. You ask them basic questions, clueless. and they don't have the passion. They're afraid to be different. They want to melt, with the crowd. They want to be fine, happy with the crowd. They don't want enemies. You're going to have to be ready to create a lot of enemies, to rock the boat, to piss off a lot of people, to create extreme and obscene wealth. Mark Zuckerberg dropped from Harvard, told them, screw you. Same thing with Bill Gates. Steve Jobs, they took his company, he came back and took it over. You have to be very confrontational. You have to be very shrewd. You have to really do your homework. And you have to have unlimited passion. A lot of people are going to discourage you. And the weak will succumb to this. Oh, you know what, you're right. And the real strong are willing to go against the 7 billion people in the universe to prove them you're wrong. It takes a special kind of people to do that. Is it possible for you to nurture this? Yes, you're not born with this. You're born to a certain extent with this. But you've got to nurture it by surrounding yourself with the right people, by reading the right stuff, by educating yourself. Don't count on anyone else to educate you. Even at this supposedly brilliant Harvard Business School, it's a liberal college. They create robots and clones. You don't want to be a clone. And the smartest people out there became billionaires outside of Harvard Business School, with all due respect. What will a student gain from owning a room? Let me explain first what owning a room means. Owning a room means understanding exactly the nuances about each person in the room, the psychology. At the end of the day, you don't have to be the smartest one to win, but you have to be the one who listens the most and processes what he or she listens in the smartest way possible. I mean, give you some examples, okay? When I go enter in a room and we're negotiating a big deal, a lot of people are gonna show their egos, throw their thing. That's fine, let them do it. Let them hang themselves. Don't speak, listen. People rush into speaking, giving their opinion, because they think by giving their opinion, they're gonna look smart. Sometimes you don't have to look smart. You have to listen and see who is the smartest guy out there, who is the dumbest guy out there, who is the guy who could be your friend, who is your guy who could be your enemy. This is war. And how you gather intelligence in a room in a very short period of time will determine if you are the killer winner or you are just another guy. Let them kill each other. Let them strut their stuff and show their ego. Let them fight. At the end of the day, your role is to be on top of it all. That's where power resides. Remember, power does not roar. It's silent. It's stealth. And when you're ready, you give them checkmate. And they don't know where it's coming from. This is how you own a room. Not by being the more voiceful, the funniest one, the coolest one. Let the idiots do that. It's all about power. That's the name of the game. You want money? You have to know how to use the power game. You have to know how to leverage your capabilities. You have to learn how to negotiate. This is what it is. They will not teach you this at any college, because it's taboo to talk about money or power. That's taboo. They're going to talk about how you can find the mechanics of a deal. Who cares? You can be the smartest guy who understands the mechanics of a deal. If you don't know how to use the power game, the psychology, negotiate, you're not getting anywhere. It's as simple as that. How are immigrants affected by the liberal narrative? That these liberals' only obsession is power, is to control them, is to lead their lives. I'm an immigrant. I'm a legal immigrant. I came to this country 30 plus years ago. People couldn't even pronounce my name. And I make more money than 99.9% of the people. And I'm proud of it. I'm bragging? I'm not bragging. That's how I am. You have to have this mentality. Stop being apologetic, being afraid of offending people. So what? Raise your standards. Show them what you can do. Doesn't matter your color. Doesn't matter your origin. Doesn't matter your family. What matters is what's in your heart. Capitalism and the founding fathers? Well, it's really not the founding fathers. I'm talking about the robber barons. The man who built America. Rockefeller, Morgan, Carnegie, Ford. These individuals created true capitalism. John D. Rockefeller was the first billionaire. Go and learn about these people. Learn how they created empires. You know, this should be your role model. Not the batting average of some baseball player, knowing their batting averages. Does it help you in your life? What does it do to your life? Nothing. Zippo. You're entertained, you're a consumer society, you're used and abused. You're gonna have to start thinking differently. Stop being a lame duck, stupid guy who goes and watches sports and remembers batting averages. And when they asked you who was who were the founders or who was the vice president under Bush, you don't even have an answer. You don't even answer. Some of them I watched the other day on TV. They don't even know the date of independence of the United States. Some of them said 1974 and 1944. On what planet are you? And you expect to create wealth? I'm not here to sell you books, pontificate. Go in search of the truth, in search of how these people who built America created their empires. You may not get there, that's fine. Most probably you will not, for the most of you, a few will. But even if you get a bit lower, you would have changed completely your life. Educate yourself, empower yourself, stop counting on others. This is the greatest country that ever existed. Use its resources, learn from its people, past, present, and future. You will only learn from your failures. You never learn from your successes. Rest assured of that. When you're successful, it goes to your head. You think you're so smart, so important, so shrewd. Then you go into neglect. You sleep on your laurels. You only learn from the real failures you had, from the moments that hurt you, from the people that hurt you, where you feel, where the wound is deep. So when you fail, it's okay. Keep on trying. Winston Churchill used to say, if you're going through hell, keep going. Most people don't keep going. They go back to Papa and Mama, you know, please help me, or their corporate boss who's there running their lives. Your destiny is under your control. No one is going to help you but yourself. Take control of your life. Make mistakes, it's fine, as long as you learn from your mistakes. If you make the same mistake again and again, it becomes a habit. That's the wrong thing. You have to learn from your mistakes. You cannot keep repeating it. If not, it becomes a habit, and that's bad. At the end of the day, you become the average of the 5, 6 people closest to you. And if you surround myself with real accomplished people, it's going to rub on you. So number one, it's all about people. Nothing else. The wrong influence, you're screwed. The right influence, you're on top of your game. That's one. Not enough. 2, read a lot, learn a lot. Go and read the works of every capitalist out there, from the past to the present to the potential ones in the future. How they became billionaires, how they think, read their quotes, read their thoughts. You know, this is how it is. Then 3, start a business, adopt a business where you think you can excel on that business. Don't imitate, it's you. You know yourself better than anyone. If you know your capabilities, create something that really assimilates with your capabilities and build it. So it's people, surrounding yourself with the right people, doing your homework, doing your research, keep your passion, start your business, and keep doing it, and repeat, repeat, repeat. You have to keep pounding at it. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. I'm here to empower, inspire people to become successful. Wake up, take control of your life. You want to be rich? To be free. You don't want to be rich to buy a Lamborghini. That comes also, but to be free. And when you're free, you become opinionated. At the end of the day, you're going to have to leave. You will leave this planet making a mark. If not, your life is useless. You've lived for nothing, to watch a baseball game, eat and sleep. This is not life. You can still do that, but focus on what matter. Things that matter. Live with a purpose. And one of the biggest purpose, which I'm going to teach you, if you stay in touch and do that, is creating wealth. Because with that, you can do whatever you want. For your community, your family, your people, everybody, and the world. But you have to change yourself first. It starts with you.